Mindful life practice.
There we go. Okay, so let's start our practice today down on our back. And you can rest with your soles of the feet together, your knees apart. I'm going to use a yoga strap at one point. I have my block handy. We need our Pilates ball, we need our weights. I think all of you guys have done this with me before and you know what you need. And just bring yourself into stillness. Take some deep breaths in and out through the nose. So a couple weeks ago, I think it was maybe last week, I shared with you guys about how I had eaten a whole pizza and I was feeling really crappy physically, and I just didn't want to work out. And I kind of made the theme of the practice revolving around, you know, sometimes when you don't want to work out, it's when you need it the most. And I think for me, today was one of these days. I was questioning what I was doing. Questioning, you know, whether I'm on the right path with everything with the mindful life practice. Just like not in a mood to work out. And as I said to you last week or the week before, it's now proven after that workout that when you don't want to work out, it's when you need it the most. And when you're in a bad mood, it's when your workout can benefit you the most. So no matter what kind of day you're coming from, whether you were feeling good today or having a not so good day, or maybe you just woke up like my mom and you haven't even had today yet. So who knows what today is going to bring. But let's set an intention to move. And to move in order to feel good, both mentally and physically. That's it. We're moving to feel good, physically, mentally. I think that's an easy enough intention for right now. So let's interlace our palms at the back of our skull. Take our knees into center. And then we're gonna curl our body up off the mat, and we're just gonna do a little bit of core to warm up. So you're gonna lengthen through your right leg, tap right elbow to left knee, and then cross the other way. So you should feel a little bit of a quiver, a little bit of a shake in your tummy as your core is engaging. Lujan said something that really inspired me in her class. She said, even mountains quiver. I thought that was pretty beautiful. Or even the earth quivers, something like that. Let's just take 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and then 1 more. Come all the way back up. Lift your arms alongside your legs, and let's just do some little pulses, lifting up and down. This is a Pilates move. I forget what it's called. I learned it when I did one Pilates class one time, and then I stopped because it was too hard. Let's just do 4 more pulses. 3, 2, and then 1. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Lower down. And then we're just going to take 1 block and do a little bit of block passing. So if you don't have a block, it's okay. You can just kind of imagine it. I want you to lift your legs, lift your arms, and then we're going to pass the block in between the feet and then reach the block to the front of the room. Lift up, and then pass. So keep going like this. You can also use your Pilates ball. You can also use your anything else really. I have to say to you guys, it's really grown on me that we don't have any music in this class. I've realized that music was kind of a distraction. I was really obsessed with like always having the coolest playlists. I think music was a lot about my ego for me. It was like, I wanted people to think I had cool music. And anyway, I found that without the music, I really can focus on the breath. I can really focus on my body. I'm not being like swept away by memories or thoughts. Let's just do 4 more block passes. 3 more. 2 more. And then 1 more. And then just slide that block to the side. Take the knees into the chest. Nice. Let's open our knees wide. Lift our feet up towards the sky. Take your peace fingers and grip them around your big toes. And then just rock side to side. So this is your happy baby from yoga. You're just getting into the hip creases. And then come all the way back, knees into the chest. Lengthen your left leg long, or right, whatever. I realize I said left, but I just did right. And then take that knee across the body, move it into a twist. And then come all the way back through center. And then twist the opposite way. So take the knee into the chest and then draw it across the body. So we are going to move through our yoga style warm up. We'll do our bar exercises, which we've all become pretty familiar with. And then we'll end with our yoga style stretches. So let's just take our hands onto the backs of the thighs, rock up. We roll over so that you're in a tabletop. Palms are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips, and then let's just start with our cat-cow movements. Inhaling, lift your chin, and then exhaling, curling the spine up. Finding your cat, and then breathing in, and then breathing out. Taking 2 more just like this. Inhale. One more. And then come all the way back into center. Now lengthen your left leg long on the mat, or long up in the air. Maybe you leave your right palm, maybe you lift that palm up so you're making one long line from fingertips all the way through heels, and then take a breath in, and then curl your elbow in to meet your knee. Take 3 more. 2 more. And then take 1 more. And then you're gonna lengthen up again, land your right palm on the mat, turn your right toes out to the side. Just start stacking your left hip as you lift your left arm up towards the sky. And you're in kind of like a half moon, but on the knee. And then you're gonna tilt up, land your left foot, lift all the way up so your right fingertips reaching forward, left fingertips reaching back. And then breathe in, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, come all the way down, plant the palms, turn your right toes back in. Let's tuck the toes and lift up and back all the way to a down dog. Your left leg is still lifted. Bend the left knee, just do some circles. And then take 1 more. And then land your left foot back down. Take a few breaths in your down dog, stretching into the calves.
And then let's land the knees and move the opposite way. So lifting the right arm, the right leg, and then maybe lifting the left arm, and then drawing the knee in to meet the elbow. It's interesting, I'm just thinking like all these things that kind of upset me today. They're all pretty small things in like the grand scheme of life. Let's stay here for 3, for 2, and then for 1, land your left palm, take your left toes off the side of the mat, lift your right arm up towards the sky. We did this activity with Nicola in the women's circle where we meditated on gratitude. And I think sometimes having gratitude, oh my God, it's the delivery man. Why are you calling me again? Lift all the way up into your gate. Let's take an inhale, reverse your warrior. Yeah, I'm coming. Come all the way back, windmill palms to the mat, tuck the left toes, lift your right leg up. I think this class might not be on the archives. Just stay in your down dog for a breath. Hi, do you mind keeping that delivery there for a while? I'm in a conference call. Is that okay? Thank you so much, Catherine. Bye. Okay, you're in your down dog. And then bend through the knees, gaze forward, and then walk your feet up to meet your hands. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Take an exhale, fold. Step your feet together, bend through the knees, sit the hips back, find your chair. One of the nice things that I'm grateful for, actually, that happened in this quarantine, when I lived in Kuwait, I used to have a very good relationship with my security guards, with my doorsmen. Let's lift all the way up to stand, and then take our palms into heart center. Anyway, I never knew my security guard or my receptionist here in Abu Dhabi because I drive up to parking on the 3rd floor and I just never pass her. Anyway, I have to get every single delivery now at reception. And finally one day I was just like, what's your name? Like, never even met you before. Anyway, it's been really nice to form a relationship with someone that plays such a key role in my community that I would have never met before. So I guess I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful that she's keeping my delivery right now. What are you grateful for? What has this experience given you that you didn't have before? Sometimes when you're having like a negative day, it sometimes helps to find the positive. Let's inhale, sweep both palms up towards the sky. Let's exhale into a fold. And then take an inhale to halfway lift. Take an exhale, lower back down, lead your right foot forward, step your left foot back. Let's inhale, come all the way to upright today. Oh, someone's waiting. It's Sarah. I'll let her in. I'll be nice. And then open into your warrior 2. Take an inhale, reverse your warrior. On your exhale, come up to your warrior 2 and then lengthen through your right leg. You're gonna walk your left foot in a tiny bit and then hinge and reach forward and take your right arm alongside your right leg and then lift your left arm up towards the sky. So we're just getting into a nice deep stretch in a triangle pose. And then let's bend through the right knee, come all the way back up, and then windmill your palms to the mat and frame the foot. And now leave your left arm where it is. Take your right palm up towards the sky, your twisted low lunge. Roll onto the outer edge of the left foot. Step your right foot all the way back. Finding yourself in your Vashisthasana, your side plank. Let's just do 4 little things where we curl the right arm under and then lift the right arm up. That's 1, 3 more, curl under, and then lift up. 2 more. And then 1 more. And then take your right palm back down and we'll move through our first vinyasa flow. So either landing your knees or keeping them lifted. Slowly lower, chaturanga, arms go back. Inhale, lift your heart into a back bend. Maybe you hear a little crack. And then come all the way up to your down dog. And then we're gonna take that same warm up flow on the opposite side. Okay, so your left leg is gonna lift up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Draw your left knee in, step your left foot between the palms, land onto the right heel, and then lift all the way up into your warrior two. Take some deep breaths. Whatever thoughts, whatever things are flowing through your mind right now, see if you can just let them kind of pass like clouds. And then we're gonna move, inhaling, reversing, and then exhaling, extended side angle. I think this is what I did on the opposite side. Breathe in, reverse. I can't remember, exhale. That shows where my head is at. Take one more. Come back up. And then we'll lift into a warrior two. We're gonna lengthen through our left leg, walk our right foot in a tiny bit, hinge forward, and then take your left arm alongside your left leg, getting into that nice stretch for the calf. And then let's lift all the way up. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, come all the way back. Frame the foot now. Anchor to your right palm. Take your left palm up towards the sky. And then we're gonna rotate, stepping into your side plank. Take a breath in. Exhale the left arm under. Take 3 more. Inhale. And then exhale. 2 more. 1 more. Then take your left arm up. Land your left palm back on the mat. Let's flow through a vinyasa. And then come all the way up to your down dog. And then just inhale. And then exhale. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. One more. Bend through both knees, gaze forward. Step your feet up to meet your hands. Take your breath in, half lift. Take your exhale, fold, bend through the knees, sit back. We're just coming into one more chair. And then push through your feet, lift up to stand. Take your palms into heart center. You're gonna grab hold of your weights, whichever ones you're using. I'm gonna start with the 2 kg and then just see how I'm doing. Step your feet wide, heels in, toes out, bend through the knees, sit into your goddess squat. Yeah, you got it. Take your arms up so the weights are at shoulder height. Nice, and then we're gonna start with our movement. So we're gonna close the hips, close the arms, and then pull them back open. And then close, and then open. So just kind of moving on this rhythm. You guys know, I've done this a million times before. So when you turn, try to make sure that you're lining up your body so that your left toes are pointing forward, almost like you're making those 2 90-degree angles. I shouldn't say left toes, I should say whichever foot toes are pointing forward. By forward, I mean toes in the same direction as the knee. That's a better way to describe it. Let's take 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Come all the way back. Take your palms into your heart center. Bend through the knees. We're gonna hinge forward and lower the weights, and then do our little deadlifts, lifting up and then lowering. Lifting up and then lowering. Yeah, you got it. Let's just take 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Come all the way up, staying in your squat. Let's open our arms into cactus arms. Before we do our plank movement, we're just gonna do a little bit of our hip hop dancing move, okay? So cross your arms in front, pull them back, crossing, pulling back. So you're bringing your weights up at shoulder height, Oh, I remember one other bad news that happened today. The bar studio where I did my my bar instructor training this summer, I think they might be closing. My head bar teacher posted a really sad goodbye about the studio. Anyway, the one around the corner from my mom's house appears to be staying open, but that was also bad news. It sounds like some businesses are starting to close due to coronavirus, which is really, really too bad. Let's just take 4 more. Great news. Great upbeat stuff. 3 more. Try to think of the things you're grateful for. 2. And then 1, coming all the way back. Take your weights into your heart center. Just shift forward. Land the weights onto the mat. And then rotate all the way around, placing the palms. And then step your left foot back, finding your plank. You know, when I first became a yoga teacher, I used to say things like, if you want to be happy, just be happy. Find reasons to be happy. I was one of those yoga people. And I have this totally different attitude around all of it, which is like, just feel however you feel, right? Bad days, good days. Don't try to force yourself to be positive if you're not feeling positive. Just feel whatever you need to feel. All right, let's start moving a little bit. You're gonna step your right foot outside of your hands and then take your right arm up towards the sky and then land the right palm. And then opposite side. So our intention today was to move our bodies in order to feel good in our bodies and in our minds, feeling good mentally and physically. But I also want to point out that it's okay to feel however. If you're not feeling good today, that's okay. We're living through a pretty crazy time in history. All feelings around it are valid. Taking 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And then come back to your plank, shift up to your down dog. Take 3 deep breaths. And then bend through the knees, gaze forward, and then step your feet up to meet your hands and take an inhale, half lift. Take an exhale, fold. And then inhale, sweep all the way up to stand, palms into heart center. All right, grab your weights again. We are gonna come into our kind of chair lunge series. So first thing you're gonna do is just take your palms into your heart center with your weights, and we're just gonna get into the rhythm of some chairs, okay? So bending the knees, sitting back, and then lifting all the way back. Yeah, nice. Moving at whatever speed feels good for you today. Sometimes a little bit slower is nicer. Sometimes a little bit faster is nicer. Whatever you feel up for. Just taking 3 more. 2 more. And then on 1 more, lower and hold. Lift your arms out in front of you. You're gonna curl the right arm back, take it forward. So both arms are like outstretched with your weights in hand, and you're pulling your right arm back. Just take 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Let's add on. So stepping the left foot back. So it's opposite leg, opposite arm. 4, 3, 2. On 1, step back, hold. Take the weights into your heart center. Let's do some twists. Bend through the back knee so you're hovering it, and then rotate the spine. So you're rotating towards the standing leg, okay? This is a closed twist. The reason why we twist towards the standing leg is it's just more stable for the body. I've now realized I use the term standing leg, which is ridiculous because both of our legs are standing right now. What I mean is you're twisting towards your front leg. Okay? Take 3, take 2, and then take 1. Come all the way back through center. Open your weights in front of you. Let's take some bicep curl shoulder presses. So curl up, lift overhead, lower, and then release. Just taking 4, 3, 2, you got this, you can do it. And then 1, lift all the way up, place your weights together. You're gonna gently just kind of drop them, doing little pulses behind your head. This is for your triceps. Take 4, 3, 2, and then 1, lift all the way up, take your weights into heart center. Let's just take a simple warrior 3 if you can. Wow, I'm about to fall. Shift weight onto your right foot. Lift your left leg back. Just take 3 deep breaths. And then come all the way up to stand. Weights at heart center. Take a deep breath in, and then take a deep breath out. Now let's take the opposite side. Okay, so weights into heart center, and then start with just those chairs. So generally for alignment as you're doing your chairs, your knees are gonna wanna shoot out in front of your toes, and I want you to glide your knees back in space so that you can see your toes in front of your knees. And your weight should be in your heels. So you could almost lift your toes up and you would still fully be supported. Looking good. 4, 3, 2, and then 1, lower. Take your arms in front of you and let's do the opposite side. So it should be left elbow going back, keeping your right arm extended. Nice, you got it. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and then 1 more. Let's take the opposite leg back. So moving with this rhythm, it's right foot stepping back, left arm drawing back. Yeah, you got it. Nice work. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back and hold. Take your weights into heart center. Bend through your bottom knee. Start rotating towards the standing leg. Nice work. Keep bending through the back knee. 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Come back, open the arms, curl, press. So bicep curl, shoulder press. Yeah, you got this. 4, 3, 2, last 1, lift up, weights together, bend the elbows, do your little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1, lift all the way up, weights at heart center, just shift off balance on your left foot, take 3 deep breaths. Got it, and then land your right foot, and then just forward fold. Place the weights to the side, grip opposite elbows. Come all the way up to stand. If you need a sip of water, go ahead. I'm gonna grab my water. And then we're gonna place the chair just at the front of the mat, coming into my favorite part of the class. Take your ball. We are going to lightly grip the chair, very lightly, step all the way back so that our torso is parallel with the earth. Take your right leg up first. Oh no, my couch is in the way. I'm gonna have to shift this forward. So with your right leg behind you, you're gonna do your rainbows, crossing over, making big rainbows with the right foot. Bend the standing leg slightly as you do this. And this chair is wobbly. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that during this class. If you can hear it on the mic, it drives me crazy. Let's take 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Come all the way up through center. Take your ball. Place it between your right thigh and your right calf. Curl the right knee in, extend it back, open it to the side. Sorry, in, open to the side, in, and then up. That's the pattern. In, open, in, and then up. Okay, so you're curling it in, you're opening, you're closing, you're sending it back. So this is for our hip mobility. It's called a fire hydrant. Let's take 4, 3, 2, 1. And then come all the way back, lift that knee, take 8. Squeezes. 7, 8, lift the ball 8 times. Squeeze the ball. Lift the ball. Last time, squeeze. Lift. You got it, come all the way back. And then just step the right foot down, lift all the way up to stand. We're gonna come to sit on this chair and then cross your left ankle on top of your right knee. Lift up, inhale, and then hinge forward. So you're getting this nice stretch into your left hip. Okay, one more side, we got this. So come all the way up to stand. Ball is on the chair first to start. Parallel your torso. Lift your left leg up, and then we're gonna do those crosses. So taking that rainbow, little bit of a bend in the right knee. Let's take 4, 3, 2, and then 1, coming all the way up to stand, grab your ball. Let's see if I can reach it. Place the ball between your left calf, your left thigh, curl in, open, curl in, and then lift back. So generally you want to keep your left hip level with your right as you do this. Lightly hold the chair, relax the shoulders. Keep breathing. Yeah, you got this. Let's take 4, 3, 2, and then 1. And then lift that leg all the way up. Do your 8 squeezes. 8 lifts. 8 squeezes. 8 lifts. 1 more 8 squeezes. 8 lifts. And then lift all the way up to stand. Just land the left foot, land the right foot. Walk all the way over. And then let's cross the opposite side. Okay, let's do one more exercise standing with the chair, using the weights. So coming all the way up, it's gonna be one more warrior 3 type of activity. I'm gonna take both my weights and place them in my right hand. Let's see how our timing is. Okay, so just this, and then we're gonna go into our yoga stuff, okay? So if you wanna lift your left leg, go ahead, and we're gonna take upward rows. Let's take 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Hold it up. Do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 more little 8 pulses. Last one. And then tilt all the way up to stand, taking the weights into your heart center. Just rotate towards the standing leg. So another closed twist. Maybe you lift onto your tippy toes. Maybe not. Come all the way back. Just take those weights overhead, holding your balance here. Take 3 deep breaths. Yeah, and then land the left foot. Weights in your left hand. Land your right palm on the bar. Maybe you lift the opposite leg and then curl up. Four more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. You got it. 8 little pulses. 2 more. Last one. And then tilt all the way up. Weights in your heart center. Twist towards the right leg. Come all the way back. Take your arms up. Maybe you can lift onto your tippy toes. 3, 2, and then 1. Let's land it. And then just place the weights on the mat. Actually, I lied. We're going to use our weights one more time. We're going to do a tiny little yoga flow with the weights in hand. I don't think I made you guys work enough today. Take your left foot forward. Take your right foot back. If you want to do this without the weights, it's fine. If you want to do it with the weights for a little extra power though, go ahead. So let's take the weights into our warrior 2. Okay, from our warrior 2, we're going to reverse the warrior and then come all the way forward into an extended side angle. Yeah, you got it. 3 more of these. Two more. One more. Yeah, you got it. Nice. Come all the way back to upright. Lengthen through your left leg. Walk your right foot in a tiny bit. Reach forward, hinge forward, and then take your left arm alongside your your left leg. This is your Trikonasana, your triangle. Nice. And then we're going to come into a half moon. So you can either balance your half moon with your weights, or you might turn your bottom weight into a little prop. That's kind of fun. Have your hand on your weight. Use that as a way to balance. Lifting your right arm up overhead. Take 3 deep breaths. And then step all the way back. Take your knees into your goddess. So toes are out on these angles. Both knees are on top of your feet. And then curl in, chest open, push overhead. So just one more little portion of arm work. Taking 7 more of these. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And then 1. And then come all the way back, lengthen up through the legs, turn your left toes in, turn your right toes out. Bend through your right knee, so right knee is stacking above right ankle. Lift your arms at one level. Side angle. Take 3 more. 2 more. And then 1 more. Yeah, you got it. Lift all the way back up. Lengthen through your right leg. Let's walk the stance a little bit forward. Hinge forward. Right arm alongside right leg. Left arm up towards the sky triangle. And then if you want to, stretch into your half moon, balancing here, taking deep breaths. And then step your left foot just in to meet your right. And then forward fold. Let's drop into some deep stretching now. Okay, so take a breath in. Take a breath out. Walk your palms forward. Bring your body back into a down dog, and then take your right leg up towards the sky. You're gonna draw your right knee in. Lay your right shin across the width of the mat. Wiggle your left knee back. Take a breath in. And then exhale, fold. I have taken upon this, I have a favorite quote. I have a few favorite quotes, but I've tried to take upon this attitude towards life in the past few years. This quote I read, we're never rejected, we're just redirected. And I think in circumstances where, you know, you're no longer working part-time at the gym that you thought you were, or, you know, I no longer have this, the yoga opportunity that I had just wasn't working out, coming to an agreement between me and 1 year no beer. I think these are just options and opportunities to be redirected, right? It frees up a window of time in your calendar when, if you're open to a new experience, it will come to you. And so I think sometimes when negative things happen, you can feel really blah about it. And then after that initial reaction, see if you can view it as an opportunity for the next thing to come along. So it will come along if you're open to it. Let's take 1 more breath in this pigeon. And then walk your palms up, coming all the way back into a down dog. I mean, that's the way the mindful life practice got started, right? When all the gyms were closing, it was an idea to do a Zoom class that kind of grew from there into this huge worldwide community. At the time, I felt like the world was ending, but really something cool was about to start. Let's take the opposite side, left leg up. Draw your left knee in, lay your left shin across the width of the mat. Walk your knee back. Slowly fold forward. So I don't know what's happening in your life right now. I think times are hard for everyone. Maybe after some of these initial tough things or these initial rejections, we can start to view things in a different way. Have a bit of gratitude for all of the amazing things that we do have in our lives. Maybe that will help. Let's take 1 more breath. And then just lift up. Let's take the left foot behind you, left knee behind you, come all the way onto the belly. And we're just gonna do a little bit of quad stretching before we stretch the hamstrings. So land onto your elbows, kick your right foot back, take your right palm onto your right foot, push the foot down. So you should feel a nice quad stretch. If this doesn't feel good for you laying down for whatever reason, you guys are all experienced with workouts and you know how to do a quad stretch standing up, I think. This is just a kind of lazy way to do it, so we don't need to stand. Let's release that foot. And then we're gonna do it the opposite way. So pushing the heel by the bottom, pushing into the hand, the foot, just getting a nice stretch. And then come all the way back up. Nice. Let's just roll onto the back. One last little thing, grab hold of your yoga strap. Hook the strap around the right foot. Lengthen your left leg long. And then let's just take 5 breaths here. And then take your strap into your right palm, open the foot over to the side. Just take 5 deep breaths for a stretch into the groin. And then take your foot all the way through center and then grab hold of the strap in the left hand and just draw the right foot all the way over to the left. So you're getting your nice IT band stretch, your nice spinal twist. And then take the foot all the way back up through center. And then let's switch it the other way. So strap is in your left foot, lengthen your right leg long, taking a few breaths. Take one more inhale. One more exhale, strap in your left palm, open the left leg over to the left, and then take 5 breaths. And then take the leg all the way back up through center, and then let's switch the strap the opposite way. So taking it into your IT band, your spinal twist. Then take your leg all the way back up through center. And then let's just switch the strap. Take the knees into the chest, give yourself a little hug. And then maybe do a little scan. How are you feeling now compared to at the start of this practice? Has anything shifted within you? Are you feeling better? I know I am. If there's any last poses or any last moves that would make you feel good, feel free to take them now. And I'm just gonna stretch out directly into a moment in Shavasana. Before I I come closer for my seated meditation. Please let me feel inner peace from the center, at the center of me. Please let me feel inner peace from the center, at the center of me. Please let me feel inner peace from the center, at the center of me. Please let me feel inner peace from the center, at the center of me. Ooh, 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 ooh. Just give your fingers and your toes a little wake up wiggle. Run a nice long stretch from your fingers all the way through your toes. Take your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug. Thank yourself for showing up, not just on the days when you feel like it, but every single day, even on the days when you don't feel like it. It's scientifically proven that yoga is always the answer. Scientifically proven by these past 2 bar classes by me. We're gonna make our way up to seated. And then just take our palms into our heart center. Lengthen up through the spine. Soften the shoulders. Tuck the chin. And then if you want to join in an Om sound, we will inhale and then exhale. Inhale through to make an Om. So taking a breath in. And then a breath out. And a breath in. Thank you for showing up and sharing the space and the practice. The light and the dark in me sees and honors the light and the dark in you. Om Shanti 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 Peace. Namaste.
The Mindful Life Practice.